Tarot. My name is Nicole, and for all you new people, please subscribe to my channel, and I would love to hear you. Sorry I couldn't get no October and November's readings in. I actually just moved, and so it's been kind of chaotic, so I'm going to start with December and going forward. It shouldn't be any problems going after that. So, that being said, Sagittarius, December is going to be a pretty awesome year for you. What fell? I think for a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of changes and new beginnings, and for you, Sagittarius, it's no different. I feel like for some of you, there's going to be a lot of creative projects happening, and let alone something involving marketing and merging companies for some of you, small percentages of you. Good thing with relationships, a lot of breakups that needed to happen. You may have felt like you know, heartbroken or in heartbreak, but I want to tell you to don't worry about that, because you needed to shed some of those things that weren't serving you, and some of those relationships didn't serve you. Some of you guys will get into relationships this month, especially come towards the end of September, end of December. Sorry, I don't know why I said September, but end of December. Going into the new year. So that's something to look forward to. I'm just sitting here shuffling the cards. I'm using Tarot Illuminati. I'm going to do a 6 card spread. Make it really short. I don't want to, if you think you want longer videos, let me know. I'll be happy to make these a little bit longer. If you think they're a little bit too short, let me know too. I know one of the biggest issues in my past video, when I did the beginning of when I first started, I was talking a little bit too slow. So I'm trying to like speed it up and be more conscious of that, instead of like really in my head. I think I was just really nervous at that time, you know? So, I think I might just do 9 actually. But so far, so good. I'm looking for 2 more, and then we can get started from here. One of them flipped in my deck. Let's see what this is. Nice. You got the 10 of Pentacles. Last one. Right on. And your overall energy is the Devil. So someone is holding on and addicted, or there's something that's very lustful. Someone's lusting after someone, or holding on to something. Most definitely. But that may end. That's going to definitely end. Starting off, especially towards the beginning of the month, I feel like, you know, you guys are kind of like in victory. You guys are trying to get in started, very defensive, you know, fighting the good battle. You may feel a little bit attacked, but, you know, if you can see it here, I got the 7 of Wands. You may feel a little bit of a attack, and you're not it feels like, you know, you're kind of in the defense. You may, for some of you, may have been in a fight with a friend, or even in a relationship that, there was some issues and you kind of feel like you are guarding yourself from, being defensive, like you knew the truth and you're trying to prove yourself right, and they're just not listening to you, and you're not letting it go. They're saying that you need to really show some compassion and be kind of a sympathetic from the issue. Let's see these. And I got the Six of Swords in reverse, and I have the King of Cups. And with the King of Cups, I'm saying that it may be a water sign that you guys are involved with, but for a lot of you, I don't like I said, I don't like to specifically any specific sign, but for some of you, maybe it's a water sign. But I kind of get the feeling that it's like you're trying to prove yourself right, even if it's in a workplace or something like that, or even in a relationship. For some of you, you guys are in a defense and you're just like not letting it go and not moving on from the situation. It's not moving on, but you need to come up with a little bit of compassion, especially in the beginning of the month, so you can resolve this. Like, there's nothing to hold a grudge. And, I know that you may be right. Sagittarius are always right. You guys are very wise and, individuals, and you guys are very grounded and stand in your own self as knowing what you want and what you need. And sometimes it's great to be right, but you don't need to like shove it in someone's face. And I think that's one of the major cases. So show some kind of compassion and some sympathy for them. Again, needing to let go, holding on to something like this, you need to let go, you release some of the burdens you had. So something that you've been, struggling with and having a hard time with is finally kind of relieving once you kind of move on from the situation. Once you move on from this like defensive standpoint that you've been in, that's when things kind of change, and like the relief of the stress that you've been kind of feeling over this will kind of go away. You're no longer feeling like you lost something, like you're losing something. For some of you, there may have been a relationship that you felt like you, like the water sign or that individual had left you, and even though they tried to come to you with some kind of level of compassion, I think that's going to once you let go of that, aggressive, needing to be right kind of mindset, things will actually work out in your favor. You'll see that, that you were the one that was actually causing this like strife and this tension that you guys had. If you guys, for some of you, I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles on the upright, and I have the Knight of Wands, which is really cool. This is actually a really good ending to a reading, With the Queen of Pentacles, I see that, a lot of you guys may have an issue with, again, not showing a little bit of compassion and being a little bit more generous with your things that you do and helping others. And, for some of you, financially, you probably were tired of being the financial backer to a lot of in relationship or at work, being the one that everyone came to, and you were kind of done. You were kind of done of trying always being the person that everyone came to, and you kind of been really insensitive about it, because again, I feel like a lot of this is like, knowing you're right and proving yourself right. And this is all about, connection and relationships. So towards the end of the month, you know, like I said, a lot of you guys will be in relationships and you're connecting with relationships. The Ten of Pentacles, that's what, you know, that's what I'm seeing, that someone's coming towards you with this. You know, you have the Ten of Pentacles, if you can see it, Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands is coming right towards this. And so this is something very passionate. This is something that you may be passionate about, you know, but, you know, to kind of save peace, so save the stress from yourself, you need to like kind of back down and really be compassionate. And so, and also for some of you, you know, you have a relationship, you know, someone coming towards you, possibly a fire sign, maybe a water sign. I get a lot of here, a lot of it's wands and pentacles, but this is all about overall is letting go, because it's like you're obsessed with, you know, being right. And it's saying, you know, let that go, move on, it's over, you know, it's not serving your purpose, it's just making your life harder. So, you know, I'm gonna pull a message from the universe oracle card, and I honor how I want to feel. So that kind of ties in really well. Is saying that, you know, although you may feel, you know, I'm right, you know, you're right, and you respect that, but also, you know, respect other people's feelings. They might disagree with you, but know that it's a burden that you don't necessarily have to prove yourself right. You know your value. You don't have to prove it. So just be aware of that. So thank you, Sages. Please subscribe and hit the like button below, and I'll see you for January, in December for January readings. All right, see ya. Bye, Sag.